friends, welcome back to Jolly Days. A year has passed and we are back to setting up for the new year again. And of course, a new year calls for a new notebook. Honestly, I still have a lot of pages left in the previous notebook, but there's just something that the new year needs to use a new one to kind of start off the year right. So I got myself this white vegan leather hardcover notebook from Notebook Therapy. The design is called Moonflower. The page edges are also etched with metallic gold with a bit of sakura floral print. It just looks so pretty. Every notebook comes with this bookmark, and this is a moonflower design for this collection. Personally, I don't use this, so I'm going to keep this back to the back pocket. I hope you guys will stay tuned to the end of the video, as I mentioned in the previous one that I plan to do something for the community once this channel hits the first milestone. So I promise that this video is going to be worthy of the time. For the concept, I'm inspired by the moonflower gold details of this notebook, so you can expect to see a lot of floral details, a little bit of gold elements, and some pink essence. The reason for pink, because I want to bring over this design to the second book of the year, as I've already decided on the book design. So yes, you can kind of expect what is already in stock for the second half of the year. In my last biannual setup, I have the key page on the hardcover, and I think it's the perfect placement for this because it's the easiest to reference when I set up for individual months. The simple key spread is done. Moving on to the quote and cover page. I decided to go for this quote: "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams." I don't know, there's just something that feels like 2022 will be a refreshed start. Things around the world are starting to look brighter than before. People are starting to live the new normal lives. I can really relate to this quote myself because I started pursuing something that I've always wanted to give it a shot. So this quote is really a strong reminder to follow your heart, chase your dreams, and be confident not to give up. page is kind of like a preview of how the subsequent spreads headings will look like. Letter is written in sans serif type of font and filled with gold pen and floral details, and the subsequent letters will be in a very typical cursive handwriting style. The initial spreads are done. I'm going to flip to the future log, which is also the year in a glance. I'm combining both the function of year in a glance and future log together because I don't really need two full calendar spreads in my biannual setup, and the future log kind of serves the function of a full year calendar equally. A lot of new stuff, and the first thing is a mini flipbook design for the full year calendar. This is inspired by Amanda Richley. It's really functional and it's quick to set up. I also think it's really cute to have a mini notebook within a notebook. If you are planning to try one for yourself, be extra careful when you cut out the empty spaces. Do leave some space along the bind. Pages can fall off easily, especially one side is cut off and the other side is still a full spread. So I'm putting magic tape to secure the small portion so it's still secure. tracker spread. This spread is set up for certain activities that do not need to be used in the monthly setup. Including the first 6 months in this tracker. Last year, I did a full year design, and although I wanted to refer back to the old book when I moved on to the second one, as I didn't want to waste a setup that was already done, I realized that over the few months it can become quite troublesome, so I kind of neglected it. I might be excluding the period key for this, as I don't really need to track my menstrual period physically, since there's already a digital calendar in my phone that reminds me. And of course, not forgetting the grid page. Similarly to the 2021 Part 2 biannual setup, I have a detachable grid page once again. It is just too convenient. Anytime I need to reference, I can easily remove it and bring over to the spread that needs the reference. So I did the loose sheet off the camera, as I thought it was quite straightforward to set up. Leave a comment below if you need another quick tutorial on how to set up this loose sheet. We are moving on to the two spreads that are kind of heavily written content type. First is the brain dump spread. It's something very simple, as I divided the thoughts into a few categories, since I noticed that these few categories work just fine for me. I am setting up a slightly smaller goal spread, as I was planning to do biannual check-in on how much goals I have achieved for the first half of the year. Content calendar spread, as when I did a biannual review for the previous setup, I am not referencing to the content calendar spread too often, and yeah, it just got neglected as well. That's when I realized I don't need it on the biannual side, but on the monthly setup instead, so I can keep track of my social media plannings and postings. That's why I kept this portion smaller, where it's just a dumping ground for ideas and also watching on the growth every month. Finally, we are heading to the last two spreads. I'm setting up my first finance spread in a yearly setup. One of my goals for the year is to save up for the next phase of my life. Actually, I already have a digital money manager app, but I'm only using it to track day-to-day expenses, ensuring that I don't overspend. So hopefully with this spread, it will help me to keep track of detailed expenses and saving up for the near and far future. set up mini versions of each month setup. So I'm going to keep this spread, but I downsize it to 6 months as well, since I don't have the space for a full year too anyway. We are done for the first half of the year. Before we go to the flip through, I mentioned earlier that I've planned something for you guys. Anyway, so recently this channel has just hit 1k subscribers! Yay! So I want to celebrate this eventful moment with you guys who have supported me by featuring your creations on my channel. All you have to do is go to my Instagram page at paper.spreads, find this specific post, and leave any comments in the comment section. Once commented, share the post to your Insta story and you are done. So for more information, do go to the actual post itself to find out more. Let's go start commenting away. Back to the final flip through. I really love how the overall concept turns out, especially the gold essence with the floral details, and the bit of pink brings a little bit of elegant aesthetic experience also. I don't recall setting up something using gold as the main essence color, and having a mini flipbook inside a notebook is also something new for me to try. I'm so looking forward to try even more stuff for my upcoming monthly spreads, so do subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to be first notified when I upload a new video. Don't forget to leave a comment in the Instagram post. See you soon in my next video. Stay safe.